I have decided that I am going to choose very carefully what type of family gatherings that I'm going to attend from now on. I'm not being bitter. What I am doing is I am using my time and energy more wisely. I'm more aware of it. And I don't know, maybe it's an age-related thing because I'm over 50. I don't know. But I just feel that time and energy is more valuable than some random person's attention in that regard, or money. I just have to weigh my options. There's only a select few that are close to me in my family. I acknowledge that. And it's partially because of the experiences I went through, whether they were of my doing or whether it was done to me. There's some people that don't want to take the time to even try to just let it die. It took a lot of work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of spiritual work on my part to decide how I am going to conduct myself from now on to build a better life for myself. It was all up to me at the end of the day. But see, the problem was I was never taught that it was up to me at the end of the day. Oh yeah, I was taught to achieve, no problem. I was taught to respect my elders and to do the best you can, and you can go anywhere and you can do anything. I received the rah-rah sessions, and I'm not angry at that. I'm not angry at that at all. I'm not angry at anything. I was taught hard work. I was taught how to try to commit to things, but there were some things that were missing because, see, the thing is when I was taught how to achieve things, I really wasn't taught how to treat people while I was achieving those things. I'm not knocking my ancestors because they were doing what they were programmed to do. My ancestors are with me and they intercede on my behalf. I appreciate them every single day. But they also want me to tell the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth about their situation. There are people right now in my family that are hung up on the past in regards to people who are no longer here. And because of that, they won't even connect with me because I'm a descendant of that situation or that person or those people. There are people in my family that don't even mention other members of my family who have departed many years ago and don't even mention their names in conversation. I don't know if are they afraid of the pain? I don't know. Not my problem. See, these are the things, people, that I just don't have time to sit down and figure out. And there are some people, too, that feel that some of the things that I've done, regardless of whether they even took the time to figure out why or what I was going through, because of those one or two things or three or four things or however many things they want to create in their list, they feel that I'm not good enough to be in their presence. Well, guess what? The feeling is mutual, my dear. I don't have time. See, these are superficial things. These are things that create problems in relationships, and it's unnecessary, people. Unnecessary. I don't have time to be in the presence of somebody who doesn't want to talk to me. I don't have time to be in the presence of someone who thinks I'm nuts. I don't have time to be in a situation where someone feels, oh, well, she did X, Y, Z back in 1984, so they're not good enough to be in my presence. Well, guess what? You're not good enough to be in mine because you're stuck in the past, and I live in 2022. So if you have an issue with dates, maybe we shouldn't communicate. I'm not saying this out of anger, people, but there are too many people in this world that got a whole bunch of bad blood, people that haven't even spoken to each other in decades over simple things like that. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but me disconnecting myself is probably the best thing from some of those people that I'm related to. Now, if this rubs those people the wrong way, you need to listen to my audio where I refer to the hit dog that hollers. Does it matter to me whether or not we have a relationship? No. And I'm sorry to the Bible scholars and the Christians who feel that I should just give my olive branch out to everybody, but you don't know where I've been. I've already extended the olive branch numerous times. I've made myself available numerous times. I'm not a dog. I'm not going to chase anybody. I'm just not. And people made their choices to live the way that they want to live. And I don't talk about their business. And I don't carry on and say, well, so-and-so asked about you. Look, if another person comes to me and tell me how so-and-so asked about me, but so-and-so can't pick up the phone and call me directly, then screw so-and-so. And I'm saying this in this tone because I can feel people thinking the same way. There are people who feel that way now. They're tired. And I know we're all supposed to get along and people be like, blood is your bond and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes the best thing for you to do when you're dealing with certain people and certain situations is not to be connected with them. I'd rather have a small group of people that's close to me than a bunch of associates any day. I got a handful of people that are close to me that communicate with me, who know where I am, who show genuine care and concern. They can side-eye me all they want. My existence here is not because of my own volition, trust me. I have made my spiritual connection, and believe me, I give all of my power and my honor to my ancestors and my Creator, because left up to me, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. I'll tell you that right now. It wasn't my power, it was the power that was given to me, and I have sense enough to know that. So because of that, because they give me this energy and they give me this power, I don't think I should waste it on people who don't take the time to figure shit out. And for anyone who feels, well, they're kind of on the fence of how they feel about cousin so-and-so, or auntie so-and-so, or sister so-and-so, or half-brother so-and-so, or half-cousin so-and-so, or third cousin so-and-so. If you're worried about that, if you got to sit up there and deliberate whether or not that person gives a damn about you, they probably don't give a damn about you. If you got to question it every time their name comes up, that's your answer right there. So how are you going to spend your time? You're going to go to these functions and sit here and break bread with people and you know doggone well they don't give a damn about you? That's a waste of time and energy. The world is not going to end because you don't go. And I had to come to terms with that because I was mired in tradition. Oh, well, we normally do so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Yeah, but if somebody in that particular house has an issue with me and doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't want to work things out, doesn't want to act mature, doesn't want to do anything, I'm not coming over there and breaking bread with your ass. I'm not doing it. And if anybody thinks I'm being bitter and this, that, and the other, you're only saying that because I got the balls to do something that you can't do. I'm saying this on behalf of a lot of people right now because we're coming into the spring season. You got cookouts and family reunions and weddings and graduations and all these things going on. And there's always a violent uptick in the summertime. And a lot of those violent upticks have a lot to do with family gatherings where you got a lot of people who really don't like each other who get together. And the shit's going to happen again this year. So just check yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with staying home. What's going to happen if you stay home and you don't show up? Somebody's going to sit there and they're going to flap their gums for a little while, and then all of a sudden it's going to be over with. Ain't nobody going to say shit after 3 months. It's no big deal. Somebody's not going to speak to you behind it. So what? If they don't want to take the time to look at the situation and figure out why, then you don't need them either. I'm saying this to encourage someone who's in that bondage, because I used to be that person. And especially if it's a situation where they're trying to invite you to be around people when you know in the back of their mind the fuck shit they did. You know what they did behind the scenes. So on top of the fact that you got to be around this person who doesn't like you, you got to sit up here and pretend that this person is something that they're not, and you got to sit there and play their little game where they snow job everybody else. This is just too much energy being spent, people. Too much energy. So for someone who needs to hear this, I know where you're coming from. Stand your ground. And while they're doing their little family thing or whatever, pretending that they love each other and all this old foolishness, because they're not going to keep up with each other when it's over with anyway, what you can do is get yourself some DoorDash or some Uber Eats get with that special friend or your special love or whatever and sit down and enjoy some Netflix for the evening and act like it doesn't even exist. And you have peace in your life and peace in your house, and you ain't got to worry about those people. Sometimes disconnection is the biggest blessing because you have a chance to free yourself from bullshit. And the few that are there for you, keep that bond strong. You'll know the difference. Just saying.